serious?
I don't think they heard it.
Are you serious?
I literally tried to whisper it.
Are you kidding me?
I literally tried to whisper it. Okay?
Oh my god.
Listen, folks at home. I messed up. I'm willing to admit that I messed up, but
for a podcast that is trying so hard to circumnavigate any sort of sexual explicit material.
Wait. Oh, okay. He's joking, folks. He's a sorry, I meant to say he's a joke.
I'm a joke.
He's a joke, folks.
And that's why I'm wearing these fucking glasses. What a joke, wear glasses like these. I absolutely...
Honestly, I do take you... here's the thing, when I see you this close, I'm like... Okay.
Yeah.
I'm like...
you can say the F now. Maybe not.
Is it?
Maybe not.
Maybe not.
I know you wanted the F.
Yeah.
You wanted
I wanted
the
a
F
double
right
F. I wanted a bad F and a really bad F.
Wow.
Yeah. That's my favorite phrase. Europe,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are Brotherwife. We are a band that is also a game show.
That happens to be a goddamn podcast. And I better close this window before my neighbor calls.
We're trying to bring a little bit of our life into your world.
A little bit of our juice into your mouth. Ring it out.
Ring it out.
Am I gonna
That's
change
full of
my
juice.
version of that sometime?
I mean, I'm excited for when we change the intro. I feel like we had this intro for like 50 episodes.
50 episodes.
You know, maybe 100. Maybe 100.
Yeah,
We're busy.
maybe 100.
We just played a show, which is really awesome. It's nice because we had 2 shows back to back, and then we got through both of them. And the first one went okay. Second one went killer vanilla.
Killer vanilla.
We were fucking out there, like right on rice, baby.
We were also like brown on rice.
We were like brown on rice.
Selective. We were also like native on rice.
Native on rice.
Sorry, wait, what is it? Not native rice. Wild. We were also like wild on rice.
Okay.
But we were
He's
also
trying
like
to say
native on rice.
He's trying to say natives are wild, folks. Which I mean that in like a wild way. Like,
honestly, if I was gonna call anyone wild, I would call Australians wild.
Okay.
100%.
Okay. Yeah, I mean they are all criminals, right?
They are
by lineage.
By lineage.
That's kind of crazy, right? They just were like,
dope.
You're all gonna go here.
Yeah, it's pretty dope. I mean, well, also what we should say is that like real Australians are actually indigenous peoples who are like
sure,
like
Aborigine
pushed into the corners of their
right.
So we'll just give a little.
The only fucking like depiction of those people I've seen is on the movie Australia. They came out in like 2006. I think it's got Nicole Kidman in it.
They're like kind of in the background thoughts of humanity. Like they're in my background thoughts.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh yeah, the indigenous peoples, but they're definitely not like.
They're
not trending.
They're not trending.
They need to get on fucking TikTok right now.
Yeah, no, they need to come up with a really fucking awesome dance.
I just think that they're really missing a huge opportunity here.
I mean, I'm sure. Let's see, Aborigine people of Australia.
TikTok? Are you gonna look it up on TikTok? We're gonna look up some TikTok videos about Aboriginal people here.
Wow, that is not how you spell that. Okay. Let's see here.
Aborigine?
That's how you spell it.
No, it's not.
Bro. Abiringyiye. I fucked up a little bit, but you know that's literally
Aboriginal.
Oh, god damn it.
It's Aboriginal, bro.
Okay, well that's what it corrected it to, so I was like, yeah, I guess that must be correct.
That's like a guy from 1876 that like wrote a philosophy paper and is like I'm not gonna say famous at all, but like Google search terms it. Like Google crawlers have search termed it.
Fuck me.
Yeah.
God damn it. Alright, well, folks.
The F-bombs are coming.
The thing is...
My name's Maureen. I'm from Wallara. I live in town. Alice Spring. Yay, my hometown. Hello, my name is everybody. My name is Janet.
Okay, I thought her name was everybody.
I'm from Wallara as well,
shit.
but I live in Sydney now. But I come here and visit my family. We're ready to go home. I think tomorrow with Caprice to get Wish
I like their vibe a lot. They've got a hella good vibe.
So this is not what was in the movie with Nicole Kidman.
Yeah. Well, so I mean, I don't know. Like, are there any like culturally Aboriginal people? I think there are like a couple, like down in the Amazon in South America. I think there's some actual like Aboriginal tribes still. I think.
So they're actually called First Nations over there as well. 10 First Nations TikTok creators to help decolonize your feed. And this is for the Australian folks.
That's...
It's a little,
I mean... The thing is, okay, here's the thing. I support the concept. Of, like... But I just have a sneaking, stinking suspicion that it's like a bunch of 23-year-old white girls.
Sure.
Decolonizing feeds.
Sure.
Which is, I'd rather have I really thought she said her name was Everybody. My name is Everybody. My name is, the Slim Shady of Aboriginals. My name is Everybody. My name is...
She was trying to be someone. She was like, this, I'm on TikTok. I'm going to really hit it hard.
My name is Everybody.
Folks, one of the things we do here at Brotherwife Incorporated is we read news stories. News stories that you need to know as quickly as possible. These are brand new, hot off the digital presses. This one came out today.
This one's pretty fun.
5:40 in the morning. Massive search is underway for missing children swept away in suburban Philadelphia flash flood.
I just feel like you do have to search for them, but I think...
They were swept away in a flood.
A 9-month-old boy and a 2-year-old.
Yeah, crews in suburban Philadelphia on Monday intensified the search for a missing 9-month-old boy and his 2-year-old sister. Swept away after weekend swells of banks of a creek while they were driving to a barbecue with their family. Jesus.
Wait.
Weekend
they got
rains.
swept out of a vehicle?
Yeah, weekend rain swelled. Here, I'm going to close this door. We've got a 2-door system.
We do. If we need it, we've got a 2-door system. I think, honestly, though, Jay, I think that stuff doesn't get through super well.
What's that?
I think that level of crying doesn't get through super well.
No, it does. It does. There was a baby crying, and that was our sound effect for this 9-month-old and his 2-year-old sister. That got swept away after weekend rain swelled the banks of a creek while they were driving to a barbecue with their family.
I think I've got a decent sound effect for a flood. Kind of like
they got swept away like that.
They got swept away like that.
Upper Makefield Township Fire Chief Tim Brewer said Monday the effort would be a massive undertaking and that 100 search crew and numerous drones would be looking for the siblings along the creek that drains into the Delaware River in Bucks County, Pennsylvania. Titi, this is one that hits you close to home because you're often affected by the chitlins.
I've got a 1.5-year-old. And that's where I'm.
He
just
doesn't
saying,
like the violent news stories with the babies.
I mean,
anymore,
Lupin,
which makes a lot of sense.
I mean, I'd give Lupin. I wouldn't give him good odds, but I think I'd give him a little bit better odds than this is. I have the thing where I think my son is better than everyone else's kid.
Wait, what? He's no odds whatsoever. Each kid has the same amount of odds.
0%.
Yeah.
0% chance.
Are you seriously saying you would give him better odds than
another 1.5-year-old? Than your average 1.5-year-old.
Folks,
he's an avid climber.
This is your brain on being a parent.
This is your brain on being a parent.
It's fucking crazy.
I'm willing
to
know.
Fucking crazy.
He is a little climber though. He is a little climber. Don't look at those. Don't fucking look. Don't. Where's my tea at? What happened to my tea?
All right.
I put it over there.
Glasses are coming off.
Could you grab my tea for me? I could go grab it too.
No, I'd love
to grab my tea.
I'd love to.
So, folks, all I'm saying is that it's a tough one. You want to find the kids. I just feel like 100 people, 48-hour search. I don't know. It's a tough one. I would if my kid got swept away in a flood, I would have the police chief at gunpoint.
Yeah.
You're finding my fucking kid. But from the outside perspective, I'm
It's like, imagine when you drop a pen. You drop a pen and then you're like, where the fuck did it go? And then it escalates to the point where you get up out of your seat and then you're like, where the fuck? And then you're getting to the point where it went under a desk.
Yeah.
More than it physically should have.
Yeah.
And then you're like, how the fuck? You get a little angry. That's this times 1,000. You know?
Sure, yeah.
I
like the concept of comparing horrific tragedies to extremely mundane, regular life occurrences.
They tried to escape the fierce floodwaters. The dad took his 4-year-old son, while the mother and the granddaughter grabbed the 2 additional children. The father and son were miraculously able to get to safety. However, the grandmother and the mother and the 2 children were swept away by the floodwater. So it's also the mom and the grandma.
Oh, the mother was among those.
It was a family affair, yeah.
Oh my god! So the mom and the grandma died.
Yeah.
Oh, the grandmother survived. The grandmother survived.
Okay.
Upper Makefield police said in a social media post, but the mother of the 2 children died. 4 other people died in the flooding, but it was unclear who they were. The police just took the opportunity to kill 4 people that they really wanted gone.
They're like, all right, boys. They're dragging the bodies in.
Yeah,
They're like,
yeah.
now don't tell anybody we'll let you do this.
This
but
is just tell them don't
target
tell who
practice
they
is a lot easier on a real body. Them little cutouts don't do it no more.
They just don't do it no more. They don't scream. They don't run. They don't bleed.
You
Most
need
importantly, they
realism.
don't
If we're
bleed.
going to practice, you can't practice for not something that's not realistic. All right, go ahead.
You scroll down a bunch. Sunday's strong
did.
storm led to hundreds of flight cancellations at airports in the New York City area, and hundreds were delayed. New York Governor Kathy Hochul,
I would say Hochul.
Kathy Hochul said 5 inches.
13
Rain
centimeters.
fell within 2 hours. I'm just gonna start giving my penis size in centimeters. I'm gonna start giving my penis size in millimeters. 172 millimeters, boys.
For those situations where you give out your penis size.
Yeah.
Because you like go on a lot of business walkthroughs.
I go on a lot of business walkthroughs.
So it's like that's kind of that's your seal of that's your deal.
And
seal.
I reference I've snuck into the rival cleaning companies' business owners' homes and measured their dicks while they're asleep.
Yes.
And I say, do you want a cleaning company with an owner that has a 172 millimeter dick?
You
or
say
a cleaning company with an owner that has a fucking 6-inch dick.
You say sure. We might not be the longest dick. But we are perhaps the girthiest dick.
And
I couldn't see any sort of
and I can tell you that we're definitely
measurement that
the
would
cleanest
indicate we're not. And we're definitely the cleanest dick.
dick. And it's not because I shower enough, it's because I use hand sanitizer to jerk off.
And it's actually desensitized me quite a bit.
My sexuality has changed forever. Yeah.
Oh my god. Alright, so basically if you see a couple of fucking kids in Philadelphia, just reach out. Yeah, hit us up. We'll reach out. Yeah, cut out the middleman.
And if you've got any thoughts on how many people you send to find the... I mean, if the mom's dead... Here's what I'll say. If the mom is dead, the kids are dead. Unless they're hiding something from us.
Yeah. I mean, so the next story is the senators moved to require release of U.S. government UFO records, and so I like to imagine the deep state just kidnapped all these kids, and then now they're trying to get UFO stuff trending again. Because these two simultaneously, they're like, oh, missing kids, we're not sure. UFOs.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think that's an accident.
Yeah, and 4 other people, but we're not sure who.
We're not sure who. I mean, it's...
Do your wallets fall out of your pocket in a flash flood?
You need realism.
I guess lady folk, they have purses, which I could see that getting lost. But I mean, I'm trying to imagine my wallet getting blasted out of my pocket in a flash flood.
Yeah.
I don't really see it. I've got a very thick...
Dude, have you ever been in a flash flood?
I've got a 62 millimeter thick wallet.
Measuring in millimeters.
Measuring in millimeters now.
Have you been in a flash flood?
I have not been in a flash flood.
Okay. Any insane amount of water?
In Hawaii once I saw what I guess I would consider a flash flood. Like the roads had like inches of water on them.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like the
bro.
bottom of a road. Like all the roads were like everything is
water.
Everything is a river. Welcome to Waterworld.
Yeah. But by force.
Has anyone ever watched Waterworld?
I don't know what that is.
What the Oh God. It's a horribly great movie.
Waterworld?
Waterworld.
Is it new?
It's from like 19. It was like one of the worst reviewed but most revered.
Oh, okay.
Movies of all
it's
time.
like a cult classic.
It was a cult classic that also other people like it was very polarizing, and there was like kind of
Waterworld. Okay, can you give me a 30-second synopsis? Have you seen the entire thing?
The world is made of water. Everyone lives on giant floating cities. It's a complete fucking apocalyptic nightmare, and there's one man that can save everyone. He's kind of like, if I had to describe him, I can't remember what his name is, but he's like the old Nicolas Cage.
Oh.
He's like the Nicolas Cage before Nicolas Cage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Before the torch was passed.
Before the torch was passed, yeah.
Was
if anybody knows what I'm talking about, and if anybody knows his
Waterworld.
name, if you could drop his name in the comments, Waterworld. What was that guy's name? And am I on point when I say that was fucking the spirit of Nicolas Cage? I feel like after Waterworld, that guy got hit by a bus, died, and then a 13-year-old was just walking down a street in Kentucky, and a soul hit him going 65,000 miles an hour, blasted him through 2 buildings, and Nicolas Cage got back.
Okay, so really quick, Kevin Costner.
Oh,
It's Kevin Costner.
Oh, fuck.
And this came out in 95.
Oh,
So,
double.
Jack Black was in it. So
Wait!
yeah,
Jack Black was in Waterworld?
Right, yeah, but really quick, Waterworld became the most expensive movie ever made at its time
Wow.
of release. That's huge.
Oh,
So,
man.
and Jack Black was in it. It's 2 hours 56 minutes
Yeah.
for Waterworld. That's kind of fucked.
Yeah, it was
Jesus
a long
Christ.
ass movie. So Charlie Little Charlie.
Oh my goodness.
Chur. Yeah, we basically know nothing about the Aboriginals. And Dylan Anuski. Ah.
Dude, you know,
It's
you
gonna get our
have...
daily dose of you.
Okay, why would I know anything about the Aboriginals?
They're not like we said.
Like, they're not
trending on
trending.
TikTok.
I need a fucking Aboriginal to come out with a goddamn hot track.
Hot track.
Because, like, we need some Aboriginal
supermodel Aboriginals,
representation.
Hot track. Or like
That's
some
the
really
only...
good,
Or some
really good documentaries.
Can they fucking run fast like the Tarahumara? Can they...
I would imagine probably.
Because we might be able to fucking...
What's Tarahumara?
They are like this indigenous tribe that is in Mexico, and they are like super renowned for being able to run super fast. There's like this book about one going to New York, and like, but like in their family they like make blankets and shit, and like sell them to tourists, and like live in like houses that they construct themselves basically. And
Yeah.
they just, but they live amongst. Like I remember one time I went down to Mexico. I was in this town called Creel, and you could like rent ATVs. And they took us on an ATV tour, but like part of the tour, which was just me and the person I was with, and then one guy, just two ATVs, but we're just running through their villages. They're like playing a weird game with a ball, and we're like literally just fucking going through their shit, like looking at them
their village.
as we're like kind of looking at them like do animals or something. Like, he was just like, yeah, because we didn't speak Spanish, so the entire thing was very uncomfortable, but we paid for it and we were on ATVs, so it was like we're not gonna go rogue.
Yeah,
we're just gonna go through their village, I guess.
You go rogue. You kill the
right.
The owner.
I kill the owner. I say you're free now.
You're free now.
You're all free.
You're all free. You're finally free.
You're finally free.
They're like, what the fuck?
They're like,
$10 every
well,
time.
dude, no, they actually
$10
made
every
hella
time
money through like a bunch of like tourism. Yeah, they were like cleaning up. They were like little stops along the Chipe.
Tourism is like, I mean, it's one of the big, I mean, workers in the United States from other countries funnel money back, and then tourism, and that's and then drugs.
Well, it's interesting because like that's what happened in
drugs
Seattle.
Are another really strong funnel.
In Seattle the other day, there was a particularly rough day. There was a particularly rough day where there was that shooting I was telling you about. A man and his pregnant wife were shot. Random act of violence.
Block and a half from his
where I worked. As well, during that day, there was 2 people, or maybe, I think 2 people, at least one person, chilling with a shotgun, like, walking around downtown. They were apprehended. They didn't shoot anybody. They were just, like, making rounds with a shotgun. And then...
Why couldn't they be in the spot where the guy shot
That would have been nice. That would have been a really good
God
pairing.
did speak to him that morning and say, go out with the shotgun. But he hand wrote the directions down, and he fucked up a left for a right, and he just was...
Somebody, like, time traveled. They went back in time, and they asked him, like, something on the street for a YouTube video.
The Terminator at the bar after he missed the assassination? That woman was gonna have the child that could have stopped Skynet.
Jesus.
The Terminator's just getting fucking hammered.
He's just like,
this is
what's the
time in
point?
3 months that I've missed an assassination. I think I'm gonna lose my job.
He's like, time travel is just, it's really draining on the body. My mental health is taking a toll.
I don't know if I can keep doing this.
I've never seen the Terminator, actually. So he time travels.
Neither have I. But then
I didn't get it. God damn it. I didn't. There it is.
But then it reheals.
does it
And then
does it reheal?
it reheals. It always reheals.
Actually?
He's liquid metal, baby.
Fuck me.
Yeah, they're all liquid metal. Well,
Okay,
there's an
liquid
older
metal.
version of the Terminator, and there's a newer one. The older one is the one.
Who is Sarah Connor?
Sarah Connor's a very important person.
She's like, there's chronicles about her. She's a fucking hot topic.
I think she was the leader of the Resistance, but again, I'm not.
Folks, if you know anything about Terminator, Terminator 2, and maybe Terminator 3, Sarah Connor?
Sarah Connor?
Is she that bitch?
She sounds.
She sounds kind of hot.
Yeah, she sounds kind of hot.
Sarah
Connor. It's a strong American name.
Yes, absolutely.
Sarah Connor.
That's a woman that you can really, really trust with being, a co-head of a family.
I feel like she was either raised on a farm and then went to college, or she was raised in a college and then went on the farm. She's got both. She's got the best of both worlds.
Of course.
And a rockin' body.
So senators moved to require release of U.S. government UFO records to cover up all those children going missing.
Can I read this one?
Of course, please.
This is just really good.
Yeah.
Cup of tea. Washington, July 14. The Senate, in the coming days, is expected to consider a bipartisan measure that would compel the U.S. government to publicly release records relating to possible UFO sightings after decades of stonewalling. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, that's a great name, a Democrat, fucking Democrats, has teamed up with Senator Mike Rounds, a Republican, fucking Republicans, in leading an effort to force the disclosure of information relating to what the government officially calls unidentified anomalous phenomena, or UAPs. Their 64-page proposal is modeled after a 1992 U.S. law spelling out the handling of records related to the 1963 assassination of President John Kennedy. The plan to offer the measure is an amendment to sweeping legislation moving through Congress that would authorize U.S. defense funding for the fiscal year beginning on October 1st. Schumer's backing likely will carry sway with many of his fellow Democrats. Rounds is a member of the Senate's Intelligence and Armed Services Committee. For decades, many Americans have been fascinated by objects mysterious and unexplained, and it's long past time they get some darn answers. Wow. Schumer said in a statement.
They're really fighting for us out there, folks.
Adding that the public has a right to learn about technologies of unknown origins, non-human intelligence, and unexplainable phenomena.
Wow.
So
you really you were born in the wrong era for having a killer Nixon impersonation.
Oh fuck. Yeah. I mean, we can bring Nixon impersonations back.
Oh, nobody knows, likes, cares Nixon. I heard that Nixon actually did some dope shit, but I don't know. I've heard both sides. Watergate, I'm not a crook, right? All these things, but I heard that he did some good shit. But who's to say?
I have also heard that, but it's in the same it's in the same vein that I've heard about Aboriginals.
Right.
Which is to say,
we don't know about Nixon, and we don't know about if we don't know about Nixon, we are not. Aboriginals, you are way down on the fucking charts.
So what we need trending Aboriginals and we need trending Nixon.
We need someone to bring Nixon back.
Can somebody bring
Full
Nixon back?
You know,
in a jar.
Yeah, I was gonna say Futurama actually tried to bring Nixon back.
They did bring Nixon back.
So they actually.
That's the only reason I know the Nixon voice.
Pretty much, yeah. That's funny. Isn't it funny how we're literally just an amalgamation of all the shit we've
Oh yeah, no, 100%. Individualism is a fucking lie.
It's crazy.
It's literally.
It's just you watched the same shows as I did, or like a bunch of weird shit happened.
I did not choose to be
the
who
same.
I am.
Yeah.
Like if you airdrop me
Your
on the
parents
planet 1,000
can try.
years ago,
Yeah.
I don't play any instruments.
Yeah.
I don't. I love the traveling thing, that I'm a world traveler.
Oh, sure.
It's just a part of who I am, my genetic makeup.
Because that's kind of
it's fucking not.
Yeah, that's one of the oldest things is traveling. Or what do you mean?
No, I just mean no. It's absolutely not. Like slight migrations, like very small migratory loops are a thing, but like
not huge.
World traveling is like you die. You just die. Sorry,
sure.
You're fucking dead.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Because you're like, hey, I know 6 trees that I can eat from and 12 berry bushes.
It's a novelty because everything is so civilized and everything is so based on comfort and tourism. It's all tourism, baby.
It's all tourism. It's money. It's individualism is a consumer product, and travel is a consumer product, and your identity is a consumer product, and I mean everything you are is fucking derived basically directly out of consumerism. Other than
it's really
spending
beautiful.
time with your fucking friends and doing like very simple physical activities. Even hiking though. I mean, even hiking. God, how much do people spend on fucking hiking gear?
Yeah, and it's like hiking gear. It's so funny when those like outdoor activities become luxury because then all the gear becomes like really expensive.
Yeah.
It's like fucking insane.
Yeah. Did you know that you can walk naked
Yeah,
with no shoes on.
You could,
That's
like
fucking
like
possible.
skiing. I get. It's
Yeah.
cold.
You gotta.
It's windy up there. You
kinda
gotta
gotta
make
gear
sure. Yeah. Skiing gear that checks out. But hiking, yeah.
Hiking, you need like blood of a bear to paint on your body and one buck knife. That's it.
In an ideal situation.
If you're trying to restart the human race in an apocalypse, you also need Sarah Connor.
Have you ever?
And her
Goddamn. And her
rocket body. And her college education.
And her college, and the fact that she's a girl boss.
And the fact that she's a girl boss.
We love a good girl boss.
So what you actually need is you need no bear blood, a ball gag, and a chastity belt, and Sarah Connor.
And Sarah Connor.
That's all you need.
The Holy Trinity.
Yeah.
That's what we believe here. Fuck, I was gonna ask you something and I forgot. Well,
Sorry.
no, it's all good.
I kept driving.
I was like, it's here. You know when you feel like you're gonna lose something?
I know.
I
You
felt
could
like
just
I was
punch
gonna
me
lose
right
it.
the fucking mouth.
Yeah, I'm gonna put my fingers in your mouth next time. Tyler put his fingers in my mouth last brew, and I didn't appreciate that. He was coming at me trying to fucking steal my energy.
I was stealing his.
It really does.
It does steal energy.
I don't know if
feel
it,
weak.
I don't feel.
feeble
I
now.
think it creates energy. I think it creates energy.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I feel energized.
Isn't it interesting how you can create energy? All you have to do is just summon it.
Actually, completely.
Summon it?
It's not even. That's
I don't know.
a physical law of the universe. Is energy can either be created. Or destroyed.
Okay, but you actually can harness it.
You can
You
harness.
can harness
it.
it.
You can harness it. Yeah.
There's potential energy within all of us that we don't actually harness because we don't actually realize it's there sometimes.
Yeah. What you need is somebody with a gun.
Yes,
If
that's
somebody
gonna
has a
really
gun,
potentiate
Yeah.
all potential.
That'll really
Yeah.
all that potential energy is gonna be popping right out.
So, more than 50 whales dead in a mass beaching on a Scottish isle.
That's a bummer.
We like to talk about mutilated sharks here at the Brew. We like
We
to
do.
talk about
this
shark
really,
attacks.
This really kind of brings back all the dead sharks. Which, on that note, we decided fuck the sharks.
Fuck the sharks.
Fuck them up,
Fuck 'em up.
Cowboys.
But the thing is, recently I have had,
A change of heart.
I've had a change of shark. No, I mean, listen, sharks, they're just trying to be sharks,
Absolutely.
They're trying to be animals. A wise person once told me. And
It was a children's book.
it was
It was a children's book for.
it's a
ages
children's book
1
that I
to 3.
carry around with me.
Yeah.
In it,
Where? Come on.
it's
pull it out.
it's in a fucking like leather bound
yeah,
document
yeah,
file.
yeah.
So I feel like I'm
I love
professional.
that. I would
Yeah.
love to make like how there's like kind of like dorky children's story like there's like children's there's like a 35-minute like for TV film made that's like children's magic. I would love to make something like that that's basically the exact script and storyline except you did it very hardcore and like really good cameras and but you followed the exact script of a children's thing. You just made an
Ooh.
adult children's thing.
Sure,
Right,
sure.
but the lines are all just dumb as fuck.
Right, but maybe like there's a guy. It's kind of like a soap opera. There's like an insanely attractive man, and then like a woman.
Yeah. Huge love interest.
Yeah, it's insane love interest. A mass stranding event caused over 50 pilot whales to die on a remote Scottish island, marine rescuers said on Sunday.
So, did they beach and die? Or oh my god.
Yeah,
What
the
fuck?
British Divers Marine Life Rescue Charity BDMLR said 55
That's
of the animals washed up on the Isle of Lewis in the Outer Hebrides. Police alerted the BDMLR. It's also close to BLM.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's to the beached pilot whales on Sunday morning. The responders came to administer first aid and managed to refloat 2 animals, but one of them became re-stranded and died.
So
Jesus.
they saved one animal out of
And only
55.
one of the whales got away safely. Was this weird tide shit? Unfortunately, none survived the ordeal apart from the one that was refloated early on, the charity said in a later statement. I mean, look at these fucking... Oh. God damn.
That's really
That
a
is...
real bummer.
That's pretty fucked. Oh. Okay. Here we go.
Folks, we got a lot of dead whales. Definitely I like whales. Whales are highly intelligent.
So here's the thing.
They're herd animals.
That's the thing. That's the same thing about sharks. Sharks and whales they're not so different, And the thing about killer whales is they're actually fucking insane. Killer whales take seals and they toss them up with their fins like 50 plus feet in the air. They literally play with their food like it's a goddamn circus.
Yeah.
It's fucking insanity.
Well, I mean, shit. I mean, cats, dude. Cats, when they kill stuff, it's the most horrific. It's the most horrific shit you've ever seen.
Really?
Caleb Bryant, thank you so much. My hair, I'm liking the hair too. I almost feel like I need a haircut. And Dylan Anowski, I did not see the video of the show.
Look at this shit.
Very easy too.
Wow. They're really setting it up. I hope this works. I think this is what we need. Okay, get to the tossing. We're not here for orchestral components. Oh wow. Oh, there we go. Check it out. Watch.
Yes.
There's a lot of birds, so it's hard to tell, but look. Watch this shit.
Give me a slow-mo.
Come on.
Come on, baby.
Bring it back. Oh, no aerial drone shots. Is that it?
You can't see.
Why is it a tiny little sandwich of what we're looking for? Fuck you.
What we wanted?
Eagle Wing Tours, Passion, Explore, Inspire. That doesn't even make sense.
It should just be murder.
Murder, Inc.
What I wanted to see was 75 cuts of seals being torn in half by
G-forces.
By G-forces. I once saw a video when I was a kid of a guy getting hit by a race car going like 140 miles an hour. And his body literally... No, let it play. They need to know the truth. A guy getting hit by a race car and spinning in a circle so hard that his body tore it.
Oh, Jesus.
Legs, one direction.
Dude, it is
torso,
insane
another
how
direction.
completely fragile we are. Like, it is... We are just held together in this pretty miraculous way, guys.
Pretty miraculous. No, yeah, I suggest if anybody's trying to get the wonder kicked right into him, if anybody's trying to get the wonder fucked out of him, what the fuck did he just say? Check out Cuzzies on YouTube. It means in
That's our newest sponsor.
That's our newest sponsor.
It's a milk drink that's fermented. Cuzzies
only kills 1 in 3 drinkers.
Only kills 1 in 3 drinkers, but the other 2 drinkers experience extreme vitality boosts.
Extreme vitality boosts.
So if you're already there's pre-existing conditions if you got fucked.
Yeah, it's a really good. Cuzzies though, it's a German science channel, and they make like animated videos and they explain all this cool shit. God, it's great. I've been watching it with Lupin. We're having a blast, learning all about the origins of life and how cells, dead proteins constructing into fucking self-replicating machines. And I just, everybody knows this already, but what the fuck is going on inside of your body? Like you in particular. One viewer. The one viewer, something is wrong with you. Go to the doctor.
We got 2 now.
We got 2.
Twice as nice, baby. Twice as nice.
Twice as nice on sugar and ice.
On sugar and ice. This one I thought maybe you would like. A sailor and his dog found after months stranded in the Pacific. I have not had enough food, for a long time. Tim Shattuck.
That's the weirdest Australian line to pick.
That is really fucking weird.
Weak line.
That's a weak line. I'm happy that it's like that's pretty obvious. I'm happy he didn't eat the dog though.
I was gonna say I think he probably started out with 3 dogs.
This is the one that this
is the one that really liked licking peanut butter off his balls. Wasn't even his favorite dog. There was one.
Right. There was one that was like a lot like better,
good,
more really good hunter.
Yeah.
But this one happened to just hit that spot quite right.
The hunter dog even could fish. The dog would. It was the only way for him to get food.
He had a yelp that could break through clouds. It was a yelp that could be heard for miles.
He had a magnetometer. He had a compass built in. He could point north.
He could point north because of radiation that happened to him during the actual flight.
He had a slow methane leak, and he could cook on his dog's
his dog's ass. Yeah.
Could cook on his dog's ass, but he killed that one because it just could not lick peanut butter off his balls the right way.
Right. Well, and every time he tried, he just smelled like eternal fart.
Eternal farts.
God damn it.
Yeah, it kind of gets.
A stranded sailor and his dog have been rescued in the South Pacific Ocean after months at sea. Rescuers told Australian media over the weekend. The sailor Tim Shattuck, 51, and Bella the dog departed from La Paz, Mexico, 3 months ago.
Bella licks butter. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Bella licks butter.
A month into his journey, a storm struck his white catamaran wiping out all electronics.
Of course, they've got to say white.
He says he and Bella survived 3 months at sea eating raw fish and drinking rainwater. Fuck, that's pretty dope. They were rescued by a Mexican tuna trawler over the weekend. I have been through a very difficult ordeal at sea, Shattuck told the channel, adding that he had fishing and other survival gear with him. I'm just needing rest and good food because I have been alone at sea a long time, he said, adding, I have not had enough food for a long time.
What? He must have had the shittiest interview out of anyone we've ever heard.
Did he also hit his head on a rock?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah. He got peanut butter poisoning.
He had a dog eroticism fixation.
Overload.
Yeah.
He's transforming into a dog.
Doctor says he's got normal vital signs, so that's huge.
I mean, so
wait, a helicopter accompanying a tuna trawler found them. Why are there helicopters accompanying a tuna trawler? They were
to spot. They're spotters. They spot the
for tuna.
Yeah, they spot the herds.
Wow.
They spot the schools. Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, I've been fishing in Alaska and I did not know that. That's amazing.
I don't think they do that I don't think that's like every kind of fishing they do that.
Well, yeah, but just tuna, you can see the
tuna. I think they must go on the surface or something.
Wow.
I've read about it. They do it for a couple different things.
That's huge.
But the other thing,
you can see that with
fishermen would use birds. Fishermen would use birds. Basically, is the same exact thing.
Sure, you can just see that there's a large patch of birds.
There's a bunch of birds and they're feeding on a thing. And you go and boom, there it is.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so it's kind of cool. It's kind of it's interesting. They could have just used birds, but they're like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's build a fucking $6.5 million helicopter that uses $2,000 in fuel, or just the birds. But let's do the helicopter.
Yeah, let's do the helicopter.
Let's do the helicopter.
Because it's fucking cool.
Because it's fucking sick.
Painted gunmetal brain, bro.
They've got a fucking 50 cal machine gun on there for no reason.
For no fucking reason at all.
They're just shooting. It's super dangerous. They're trying to fish. They're shooting down into the school of fish.
Yeah.
They lose a couple sailors a year
on the same
to 50 cal rounds.
same point. I believe that like a lot of departments in the government have SWAT teams, like the Department of Education or something like has a SWAT team.
Really?
Yeah. Let me see here.
What do they SWAT?
Let me see here.
I mean, there's kind of a
Beware the U.S. Education Department SWAT team.
Hell yeah.
Yo.
Hell yeah. I mean, is that for...
Add the U.S. Department of Education to the list of federal agencies that can invade your home at gunpoint and hold you and your family in custody for hours.
Says honestly, as long as they don't
Brian
shoot me,
W.
that sounds
Walsh.
like fun.
I mean, you need to have core memories.
You need to have core memories.
You need to have, when you're ages 3, 9, and 11, like these kids were.
Wright's terrified children. Wait a second. So why did they SWAT him?
Kenneth Wright learned this the hard way last week when federal education agents busted down the front door of his Stockton, California home at 6 in the morning.
When they say that, you're like, 1984 is definitely here. I'm being re-educated.
Yeah.
I had bad thoughts. I had bad things.
No, that's a little wild. When was this? Okay, this was in 2011.
Okay.
So this was in the before times, folks.
Okay, this was in the before times.
They surrounded the house. It was like a task force or a SWAT team. A neighbor told a national news affiliate. They all had guns. They dragged him out in his boxer shorts, threw him to the ground, and handcuffed him. Wright's terrified children, ages 3, 9, and 11, were forced to sit in a patrol car for 2 hours. Wright himself was in custody for 6 hours. I felt really bad for those kids, the neighbor said.
In yet another Orwellian development, the Education Department IG, and I'm just imagining that means Instagram.
Right,
Their Instagram team provides an anonymous tip line encouraging Americans to inform on each other.
Oh my god, this is a whole... I mean,
what did he do?
I don't even know. There's so much here.
They gotta tell us what he does. We can't make decisions if we don't know what he did.
Right.
I want to say you don't just get swatted for no reason, but that's not true.
I mean, maybe you do.
Maybe you do. You definitely do. I mean, shit, there was that one time they killed a kid who got swatted.
Executed a very broad search warrant and seized paperwork and a personal computer. Wright says that the law enforcement agents who reportedly included 13 with the education department and 1 or 2 Stockton police officers told him that they were investigating his estranged wife's use of federal aid for students. But she doesn't even live in this house. Okay.
That is kind of weird.
This is getting a little fishy.
That is
This is getting a little fucking fishy.
That is kind of weird.
Brian W. Walsh might have a point
the
here.
ex-husband's house. Swap the wife. Why don't you swap the wife?
Swap the wife. I mean, maybe the wife had, maybe she was an estranged wife, right?
That's
what he said. Yeah. So she had been estranged.
Well, but then
they don't know where she is. She's literally estranged right now.
Estranged just means you don't communicate with that person anymore.
I know. I was just being
okay. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I should have rolled with that.
Estranged.
Stranger things.
No longer close or affectionate to someone. Alienated. But if someone is alienated,
this probably has to do with the UAPs.
Yeah. No. This is all bringing it back to
unidentified aerial phenomenon. Which
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about UFOs.
Yeah.
Tell me when they're like, I don't know. I guess they are telling me when they're real, but I don't care about the speculation.
You don't care about anything that's not football or work.
Wow. That was
or music.
That was
painful.
Strangely hurtful. Jesus Christ.
Hey, I'm
and
sorry,
you just care about everything except for the people around you that love you the most. So many distractions.
I'm not gonna say he doesn't have an imagination, folks, because he does. He's creative, but it's like I'm trying to think. It's like if you have like an infection in your heart and they cut away part of your heart. It's like he's missing one part of his imagination. And I'm not gonna say it's a small part. It's like he's missing like 32%.
You're talking to a guy that in 3rd grade won Most Creativity Award. So you're talking to a guy.
So something happened to him in 4th grade. Something really fucking bad happened to him. A really famous painter
fucked my shit up. No, I just the speculation, the conjecture.
No, that's fair.
It gets so tiresome.
But here's the thing. Up until like Tic Tac and like this.
What's Tic Tac?
The Tic Tac UFOs, like all this shit that was doing fucking
zero G turns. Tell the folks at home.
Okay, the Tic Tac UFOs, the good folks at home, the Tic Tac UFOs, and I'm sure you've heard about them, but the Tic Tac UFOs were things that were documented by like.
I care about things other than football and work and music. Really quick. The fuck is that supposed to mean? All right, go ahead. Go ahead with your fucking UFO stories.
Fucking
Tic Tacs.
Bullshit. You fucking Tic Tac. Tic Tac, fuck that.
It's not even football season.
He's missing a part of his soul right now. It's really hard to keep working with him when it's not football season.
God damn.
He sinks into a deep depression. His energy levels
damn.
Off. Tic Tacs are a Navy ship and a bunch of fucking Air Force pilots had sensor arrays aimed at these things for an extended period of time. Picked up a ton of sensor data. There was visual sightings of it by one of the guys. There's some controversial statements about the verbal statements that some of the people made, but this guy was a trained observer, which means that like he literally they sink like millions of dollars into him to be able to take accurate assessments. Like his job is to like as a trained observer, you're supposed to fly over foreign countries and like observe and get intelligence and be able to recount it like super perfectly. But they got a ton of sensor data. Multiple ships got this. Multiple planes got it. They've appeared multiple times. A lot of them are in the off the south coast of the United States, in the Gulf of Mexico, and they're doing some crazy ass shit. So that was like, wow, we've got sensor data on this now. That's a big deal. There's shitty visual, but there's like tons and tons of sensor array data. And then recently you've got the U.S. government coming out and saying, hey, like we believe that there's documents. We are not privy to them. We are going to force all of these private companies and all of these black operations programs to release the documents on them, and we're going to tell the American public. So those are two things that like it stops being just like herky jerky fucking light sky. What the fuck? Yeah. Like there's real stuff, and everybody, all of the herky-jerky fuckwads that are like, herky-jerky, they're really excited right now. But there's also a lot of people that are like, okay,
yeah,
that's what it's about.
Yeah.
But the hype is unreal, and like the likelihood that this is a giant fucking red herring to like psych people out while they literally instigate World War III is it's definitely it's definitely possible.
Yeah, I said before it'd be nice if aliens came here and then we fucked them up and then united as one world. It would be
nice if aliens came here and we fucked them.
That would be cool. That would be great.
Just cut up and the whole context changes.
Okay, can I tell a really quick joke?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, all right. So there's these two astronauts, one man, one woman. They go to a foreign planet, and first thing that happens when they get off of the spaceship, there are two aliens that greet them, a man and a woman alien. And so they're like, naturally, we want to fuck these aliens. We're gonna go off to our separate camps, and we're gonna fuck them. So the woman, she is with the man, and the man alien, he drops his, his space trousers, and he has this tiny little space penis. And she's like, oh fuck, this is not what I wanted. But then he starts hitting himself on the forehead, and it starts getting longer and longer and longer. And she's like, okay, I'm into that. It's still pretty thin. He starts boxing his ears, just thickens out. This big fat green alien hog, and they just fuck. Let me tell you, every position, every which way. They go for multiple rounds. Like, it's fucking hot.
Missing out.
It's
hot. Missing out.
She's satisfied, and then some. Okay, so then the next morning, she goes back, have some breakfast with her male counterpart. She's like, "Man, that was amazing. How'd it go? Was it good for you?" And he was like, "No, it was horrible. She kept hitting me in the forehead and boxing my ears all night." He had a tiny little bitch of a dick. Okay, Dylan Anosky said to check out the Whales Orca Feeding Frenzy. A lot of blood. Decent amount of blood in the water. That's all blood there, folks. It's hard to really tell because it's all happening underwater. There it is. That's a nice face, Tyler. That's a T2 reacts. It really is a feeding frenzy.
It's a feeding frenzy.
It's a feeding frenzy.
Yeah, they tear them up and they eat them.
Damn, they are majestic creatures.
Majestic creatures. A lot of blood in the water.
A lot of spit.
A lot of blood and a lot of spit.
Okay.
Folks, don't mix drugs.
We don't have to go there.
Don't mix drugs.
Don't have to go there.
Blood and spit.
But should we talk about our show a little bit? We didn't really talk about the show that much.
Yeah, let's dive into the show.
The show was good. We did a bird-themed show.
Yeah, so we were at the Skylark and we were playing with bird bones. We were doing the Dylan Anosky. He hit me with the ones they bash them on the shore. I do like them bashing them on the shore. So, we had a Bird Bones EP release show that we went and played with. We love Bird Bones. We played with them quite a few times.
EP called Doubt It out. Very awesome.
Fucking gorgeous song. Basically, all their music is amazing. Just shout out how your voice is fucking beautiful. And Dan, you're drumming. You're like a fucking octopus robot.
No, Dan has got those drummer arms like nobody's business.
Does.
Like,
and
he really,
got a nice jumpsuit.
He's got really fast, cool fills, and he plays an awesome, weird hybrid set.
Yeah.
Wait, so I forgot. Did you end up playing that set? You had your toms on it?
I brought up the kick drum. I brought up the.
Oh, you brought up. Okay, gotcha.
No, I just used. Sorry, I used a. They had a floating tom, so I just had two toms. I had a mid tom and a floor tom.
Okay, gotcha.
So I was running with two toms. I couldn't do the double floor tom. Dan, I'm sorry, I couldn't do the double floor tom setup.
Yeah, no, I saw the drummer before doing it, and I could kind of tell he was like making decisions. He was like,
he was a great drummer.
He was a fucking awesome. Yeah, shout out Intrinsic. They were fucking awesome. They were
super fucking.
What I liked about both of the bands is they had different like configurations, different accompaniments.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Yeah. I loved all the accompaniments that Bird Bones brought in.
Yeah, I think it'd be cool to have like Papa James play a couple songs with us.
Absolutely.
That would be awesome. Yeah. So Papa James, if you're out there, Papa James is a wonderful bass player.
He's a bad
He's a bad boy.
Kind of he's a bad bassist in the best kind of way.
God damn. But the show went well, so we did 3 bird-themed challenges. The first one was called Doubt It, the game show for the EP
release.
Called Doubt It. And
Bird
we had
facts.
9 sets of bird facts. One was true, one was false, but they both could be true.
Yeah.
So
we only made it through 5, right?
We only made it through 5 because it went way fucking slower.
Yeah.
And one of the guys I think was really drunk. I think one of the things that we should do is when we get we should be like, you can't be drunk if you're up here. And but wait. But we ask a qualifying question to make sure you're not drunk.
Oh.
And so, but it's going to be a shitty qualifying. So it's going to be like, all right, contestant number 1. What's your name? Luke. which one of your parents do you like more? You know, something like that's a little bit too much.
Yeah,
you know,
like
and then we can
that.
kind of gauge what their vibe is. Because
like
sometimes we'll get people up there and they'll be really difficult to rank.
They'll be blackout drunk.
They'll be blackout drunk. They'll be
blackout
fucking
drunk.
crazy.
Here's the thing though, for a challenge like Late Bird Gets the Worm, you kind of need 2 hammered people.
That's true. So Late Bird Gets the Worm was our grand finale,
Our coup de grace.
and it was TT's brainchild and baby, and he really fucking you showed me a thing or two about what people are willing to do, because this is coming off of a show where it was really difficult to get participants.
It was.
But this last show we played, we had people upset that they couldn't participate,
Which feels so much better.
It felt a lot better, and I
so
wish
much better.
those folks could have gotten to participate too.
I do too.
We'll have to do more challenges that could be 2 or 4.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I think the biggest thing that I figured out, the biggest thing that I realized from that show was that we just need a little bit bigger of crowds.
Yes, no, we just
need
need
to never play for less than 50 people again.
Yeah, well, it's hard. I love the Charleston. God bless him. God bless him. Love him. Love him. Love him. But
Absolutely adore him.
it's very hard when the crowd is so far away.
Yeah.
They feel so removed from you with the way that club is laid out. Like, if you want to drink, you have to be like actually 25 feet away from the band with like 2 sets of platforms.
Yeah, it's like I almost wish we could make 21 plus shows where the whole place is
just
a
full.
bar.
Yeah, the whole place is a bar. Yeah, no, that would feel a lot better.
Yeah.
It's rough. I mean, it's all about energy. It's like it's about harnessing energy.
Yeah.
You know,
when the energy's farther away, it's hard. The further away the sun is from the earth, the less energy we get.
Yeah, no, it's kind of
Double
crazy.
the distance.
But I think we were able to really
dead.
workshop. One of the things that we did was usually we play one song and then we kind of hit them with the, yo, we're a band that's also a game, so we need participants, yeah. But then we decided to play 2 songs.
So we did a song, an intro, a song, and then a bit.
We hit them with the, in a minute we're about to ask for volunteers.
Yeah.
And I think that was the move.
Oh my god, you know what's so sweet at
that
that
was-
show? You know what's so sweet at that show?
What?
You know tall, skinnier, black dude?
Kevin?
That has the...
Haley? Haley's boyfriend? Yeah.
Oh, that's Kevin?
Yeah, that's Haley's boyfriend, yeah.
Oh, that's... Wait, so I know him. He works at a venue somewhere.
Numos, yeah.
He works at Numos.
Yeah,
Okay, because
yeah.
I knew him from there, and we've talked a bunch.
Yeah, he works security at Numos.
And I fucking love him to death. But
He's the man. Kevin is the
literally-
fucking man.
Kevin is the fucking
Kevin
man.
White, I think.
He just loves music. He fucking loves
Yeah,
music.
he
really
does.
loves
He
music,
does.
and he's just there. He's just like literally the perfect like if I could clone him like 100 times and then bring him to the show, bring 100 of him to the show, that would be the perfect show.
Dude, and he actually did participate in one of the challenges, the Charleston Chucker Chew.
The Charleston Chucker Chew.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's a fucking boss. He came up and he was like, You guys wrote this stuff that wasn't like covers that you played in the background.
Oh,
didn't
yeah,
you?"
yeah.
He came up and was like, I feel like you wrote that. Did you guys write that?
Yeah. I was like, I said, yeah. He told that to me, too, and I was like, you better tell that to TT.
I did. Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
That's like, that meant so much to me. I
Oh,
literally
yeah.
was like, this is a perfect night. I'm as happy as I
Oh,
can.
that's awesome.
It was
man.
nice. So
I
thank
love
you,
that.
Kevin,
Yeah.
for recognizing and bringing it up to me. It meant a lot.
Yeah.
I got the warm fuzzies.
No, that's beautiful. Yeah, no, those songs are so awesome, and they really set the tone. It's really crazy. Like, I was just thinking about that. Like, when you made Fact Like Fuckers, there's no way you could have imagined how
We've used it like
10 times.
Yeah.
Maybe less, but
Yeah.
it's so important to me. Like, I love that. Like, that is the Brotherwife theme song to
Yeah,
me. Like,
yeah.
I love that song so much. It's so fun.
It's really
It's
cool.
so fun 45 seconds in when it breaks.
Yeah, I just
And
love
then-
that
yeah.
it's made its way in. I just love that it's penetrated.
Yeah.
You know, it's like okay,
Oh my God.
fuck yeah.
And then-
fuck
and then-
we
yeah.
actually can use this. Stuff,
We've used
you
a
know?
bunch of like, I wish we had more than 5 channels, honestly.
Yeah, well we
Yeah.
do. No, we do.
With the RC202 or what?
No, we can just switch over one.
What do you mean?
We can just turn one knob and then be into another lane and have 5 more channels.
With the RC505?
Yeah.
It has 10 channels?
No, it has like 185 channels.
Oh, one of the banks.
Yeah.
I see. Of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Oh my
So we
God.
have,
yeah.
We have infinite music.
Okay,
possibilities.
perfect. Yeah, we should, because sometimes there's like, I love the background music while we're talking.
Yeah.
It really helps,
Yeah.
but you keep wanting to turn it down, turn it off.
Turn it down a lot.
Turn it down,
really
yeah.
hard to hear. It's really hard to hear.
I liked when you were controlling the volume for the...
I'm gonna start doing that.
That's a
I'm gonna start
really
doing that a lot.
classy
It's a
move.
nice touch.
It's a nice fucking touch. Yeah,
It's
it's
like,
a nice touch.
what the fuck is he doing
Yeah.
back there? He's taking care of business. He's
absolutely.
making sure that
It's gonna be a lot easier when you have the headset mic. That's gonna be really nice for you.
yeah, we just need to get nice headset mics.
And maybe they're in your monitor / headset mics.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
Yeah, because you used my mic. This last show you didn't, but you were stealing my mic the show before that, and I was without a Roto. I didn't have a mic.
Without a Roto.
I've heard that a couple times.
I guess that's like, oh yeah, you're out farming. And,
I'm out without a
guy
Roto.
takes over your row.
And I'm like,
guess
I
I'm
don't
taking
have a
fucking
Roto.
break. I guess I'm taking a fucking break. I actually am a hard worker. I really like hoeing.
I'm trying to make a good name for
Did
myself.
you just assume that I didn't like hoeing for some
I
reason?
really
like,
am.
Did I put off a weird
I've
energy
got
this
good
morning?
hoeing acumen. I don't give bad vibes out.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
You
yet
know,
here
like,
I am
I'm
without
just
a
on the
Roto
sidelines. Without a Roto hoe. I just read a story about they used to have something called knocker-uppers, which, you know, the hit movie Knocked Up kind of sets the tone on that one. But knocker-uppers were actually rapists in 60. No.
Okay, I can believe it.
Right, that's the thing.
Knocker-uppers. She got struck by a knocker-upper throughout the night.
No, knocker-uppers were people that would go bang on doors to wake people up. And so this was
like alarm,
electricity,
okay.
right?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
alarm clocks.
That's big.
And the people would pay money. So this is right when humans started actually using like clocks and schedules, but didn't have a good system for waking up.
Sure.
Right? I'm guessing there was like 100 years where this was like a huge profession.
Knocker-upper, yeah.
Knocker-uppers. Well, some people realized that when they were knocking on doors, it would wake up the neighbors too, and they would be getting a free service. So this lady started taking dried peas and shooting them through a metal straw at windows.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and I can't remember what her name was. It was like, and they made like a storybook about her, and she's.
That's beautiful.
It's really cool.
That's
and there's
awesome.
There's a picture of her, and she's
like, you're not getting my fucking services for free.
People loved it though. They loved it. They're like, she's a fucking genius.
Yeah.
And
wow.
So,
I love how like acceptable anything was back then.
Yeah.
Like now it's got to be like flashy and there's got to be a brand, it's got to be pristine, but it's like, genius, a pea shooting gal, waking you up in the gal.
Yeah, it's such a nice world.
Yeah.
Actually, it was a hellish world.
There's shit running throughout the fucking street.
Through the street.
That's why a bunch of those like houses have like insane like steps to like the row houses. They have big steps because there's a bunch of like horse manure just lining the street. Yeah. So it was nice to have steps. And human shit,
In big cities, it all used to just be shit canals. There were shit canals.
Yeah, Jesus fucking Christ.
And they're like, well, okay, here's where the poop enters the stream. We get our water up here.
So BTW, get it upstream.
Yeah, I just thought that was a great little.
That's
story.
wonderful. It reminded me of. Have you heard of a lectern? A lectern was a guy that just sat on a big chair like a fucking lifeguard and read shit for like workers while they worked to like entertain them. A lectern. Yeah. That's pretty awesome, right?
Good boss.
Yeah, Mom, I'm going to be a lectern one day.
Good
Keeping
boss.
the people in high spirits when they work their fingers to the nubbins.
Work their fingers to the nubbins. Yeah, that's the other thing. I'm sure this was right during like the industrialization of Europe, and like during the industrialization of Europe, I think actually maybe that was the worst period of human history.
Really?
Like, yeah.
Like 12-year-olds like smoking and shit?
Well, it was just the work, man. The work was horrific. There were no safety precautions, and they were working a lot of people like 12 to 14 hours a day, 6 to 7 days a week.
Oh
and it was just totally normal, and they were making like enough to buy food and like live in like a fucking shack. Like it's like, at least as like a peasant, you were like, hey, here's your plot of land you work.
Yeah.
You know, you're like, here's your fucking shack, here's your yard, here's your farmland. Like, then it was like, here's your fucking like 14 foot by 14 foot cube. Here's the quarter mile to the place that you work, and then that's your entire life.
Okay.
Also the shit running through the streets.
Okay, really quick. Sorry, it wasn't a lectern, it's a lector. Tobacco Factory Lector, 1910. A hired reader reads to cigar makers hard at work in a Cuban cigar factory.
That's a really good. See, I'm just imagining.
Why are you yawning right now?
Why am I yawning? I'm tired.
Jesus Christ.
Dare. Oshi Paul play rock, paper, scissors, loser gets a wedgie. Yeah, I'm down. You don't want to let them run us like circus animals?
I'm not. Loser gets a wedgie.
Yeah, why not?
gets a wedgie.
Why not?
Oh man.
I'll try and throw.
Folks,
I'll try and throw for you. I just want something rubbing up on my.
There's a level of decorum here at Brotherwife Incorporated. We are the Brew. We are a talk show that reads violent news. We don't demean ourselves or demean you, the audience.
Our talk show, and you say things like this, and you believe that you can just walk away. I want to do the wedgie bit.
All right.
We're doing the wedgie bit.
Jesus. Fuck! Oh, Jesus. I did not want to get a fucking wedgie. I don't even want to give you a wedgie. I don't want to touch your butt, bro. Jesus. Why are your underwear so low? No, God, no. Jesus. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Jeez. Okay, yeah,
I'll
thank
give you a little. I'll give
Thank
you a little.
you.
I wanted to make it.
He
hard.
had him like a hairy tuft of ass crack.
Yeah.
God damn it. Okay.
I'm still gonna make it. I'm not gonna
All right.
make this a pleasant wedgie.
All right,
for you.
3, 2, 1.
Okay. These underwear are actually pretty wedgie proof.
Yeah?
That was not bad.
Oh, fuck.
But you saw, he physically moved my body. That
Hey,
counts.
I was doing what I could for the folks at home. You want wedgies, you got wedgies. We give the people what they want, decorum aside.
Bosch Paul. So Bosch Paul, I'm sure you're aware that Bosch
LOL, it would just be fun. Was that fun? I hope it was fun.
I hope it was fun.
It was really fun.
I had a good team.
My favorite part was not losing.
Yeah.
That was so scary at the end there.
My favorite part was losing. Actually, my favorite part was getting it so low that you would have had to touch inside my butthole.
Okay, I wanted to bring the camera around. He had like a good inch and a half of ass crack.
Yeah.
And you know when you can tell that hair looks like damp? Or like hair just looks like there's body to it.
I mean, I was working yesterday.
I'm sure.
I was working yesterday.
Listen, you're sitting right now. I don't. Hey, I am not in any way, shape, or form throwing any shade at you.
No
for having
shade perceived.
moist, shady areas.
No, I'm just saying it was. Yeah, it was.
You're
not,
working
it was
hard.
Not, I'm just saying.
I don't want to touch that.
It was not the kind of hair that you want to touch.
All right. Well,
It was not the kind of hair that you want to touch.
it wasn't. But back in the day, we would be factory lectors.
That would be super fun.
We're the lectors of the future.
And you're kind of a bad lector. Like they're always like, we have books for you to read. Please just read from the books.
And
just read your lines, and we're always making up weird fucking bullshit.
Yeah, look at these guys.
Making cigars.
They're just fucking chilling.
Was that your first time giving or getting wedgies? What the fuck?
What the fuck?
What the fuck,
What
Bosch
the
Paul?
fuck?
What the fuck are you talking about, Bosch Paul?
You know what? My mom would fucking give me wedgies.
Was it a funny joke or was it
Not to me. Not to me. I think they literally... My mom and dad... This is like unlocking a deep childhood memory. My mom and dad actually one time did the thing where they tried to like put the fucking underwear on my head, I believe. Because I was so little. I was like a little boy. I'm remembering getting wedgied to the point where it physically hurt by my parents.
I've been hurt
Have
by
you?
wedgies before too.
By your parents? Or just...
Not by my
Okay.
parents. That's one in 1,500 people.
Okay.
1 in 1,500 people have gotten wedgied by their parents. 1 in 45,000 people
Had it hurt and potentially done the thing
did
where
the head game.
they make you a capsule with your own
Yeah,
underwear.
yeah.
But what was your wedgie situation?
I mean, I've done so many. That's why
Really?
I'm like Bosch Paul, like that. You're
Bosch Paul.
Bosch Paul. What are
Are
you
they
talking
French?
about?
Bosch Paul.
Bosch Paul.
That's an atomic wedgie.
Bosch-
okay.
that is an
Is that an
atomic
atomic wedgie?
Bosch Paul, are you
Bosch Paul.
the author of
You're,
Captain Underpants?
Yeah, right. Just coming out with the wedgie I thought it'd be fun.
I thought it would be
He's
fun
got
with
wedgie memorabilia, and he's got an entire wedgie
He
domain.
literally atomic
he's
wedgied himself.
literally, yeah, he's got a couple pairs right now. He's just eyes glued to the screen.
Three. Yeah, he's got
God.
3 pairs.
We
But it's
like
actually
we like
because
the
he
cut
has
of your
severe
cloth.
scoliosis.
So it's the only way he can
only
afford
thing-
to maybe correct
yeah.
his back.
He's got
Because
this
goddamn
arch-
braces are expensive in this economy.
This
So-
is the atomic wedgie. version of scoliosis.
He'll go to schoolyards and try and be annoying just to get atomic wedgie because other people can do it better than he can do it himself.
He's mastered the art.
He's mastered the art, yeah.
Also, I just want to address, maybe Bosch is your last name, maybe your first name is Paul, maybe your last name is Bosch, maybe you live in Cincinnati, maybe the
Perhaps
address
you
is
do, perhaps you don't.
1182 45th Street. But maybe none of that's accurate.
Perhaps.
But just
Perhaps
Bosch is a really nice brand of
everything.
Of everything. They make really good tools.
They also make I think it's the same Bosch dishwashers.
Dope.
And washers and dryers.
They make Bosch appliances.
Washers and dryers,
Yeah. So Bosch.
It's interesting when a manufacturer gets into that. Like Mitsubishi was like making TVs.
Yeah.
That was interesting.
I was like, I kind of want a Mitsubishi TV.
I guess it was the big old projector fat boys.
fuckers.
Yeah, I want to say fuckers too, but decorum.
We've been saying fucker a lot.
We've been saying fucker.
Yeah.
Fucker. You know.
Yeah.
Did you ever listen to "I Want to Fuck a Dog in the Ass" back in the day?
Oh my god.
Yeah, that was
probably actually 300 times.
Yeah.
I want to fuck a dog in the ass.
It was really. It was a moment where you were as a kid were like, I'm kind of like an adult kid.
Yeah,
I'm kind of like a kid that
Wesley showed me that. Who was it that played that? Do you remember?
Blink-182.
Blink-182. Yeah. And you're like, whoa, if Blink-182 can do this, I can do anything.
I could do anything I wanted.
Yeah.
Okay, really
Bosch,
quick.
if you're in that Bosch money, if you're part of the Bosch family,
yeah,
you've got Bosch money, if you want to be our sugar daddy,
yeah,
or mommy,
sugar mommy, send us just like
send us $2.5 million.
$2.5 million, and you'll never hear from us again.
Give us those anal beads that you have wirelessly connected to.
We'll be your little butt slaves.
Yeah,
we'll be your little butt slaves
for $2.5 million.
After half a century, Israel moves to evict squatter from his cave home on the beach. TT, I got this one for you. I figured you'd like it.
That's bullshit.
It's bullshit, but the cave home on the beach is actually pretty legit.
Yeah.
I mean, would you folks like to have a cave home on the beach like that?
Whoa!
This is called thumbnail harvesting.
Whoa! Oh yeah, thumbnail harvesting.
Oh my god. Nissan Kalon's home, chiseled out of the sandstone cliffs, overlooks the Mediterranean Sea in Herzliya, Israel, Wednesday, June 28th, 2023.
I'm sorry, you don't get to evict them. You don't get to evict. He fucking carved that house out of sandstone.
Yeah, he built it.
When you carve your house out of anything, you get it forever.
He transformed a tiny cave on the Mediterranean beach into an elaborate underground labyrinth filled with chiseled tunnels, detailed mosaic floors,
filled with kids.
Filled with children.
The one thing that they're not telling us is that he had 45 slave kids living inside the.
What? He's a good guy. That's how they do it overseas.
You get hungry when you can't.
Okay, well yeah, it had a network of staircases and mysterious chambers. 50 years after Kalon moved into the home, Israel's Environmental Protection Agency has served him an eviction notice, claiming the structure threatens Israel's coastline. God,
now, you can threaten a coastline.
This man's 77.
But don't threaten Israel's. Just let him die.
Let him die.
Fucking literally just let him die in the place and then do whatever you want to it. Fill it with the kids.
Israel.
Give it to Epstein.
This is the first time Israel has ever taken someone's land by force. All right, folks. We love you guys. We're a band that's also a game show. Happens to have a podcast. We just played 2 shows, and now we're going to be working on recording music.
We're going to be recording a bunch
We've
of
got
music
fucking
now.
songs on the way, baby.
Hype reel.
Hype reel!
We're bringing in a
Brotherwife 11.0.
We're bringing in Burleson if you're out there.
We have a Brotherwife intern.
The son of Burl.
Actually, not even an intern. Brotherwife paid employee.
Brotherwife paid employee. We're bringing on paid employees now.
We're bringing on paid employees because we're about to... You're at the
cusp.
ground stage.
Yeah, you're really.
If you send us $2.5 million now, you'll never hear from us again.
I will keep the beads in my ass, though.
Yeah, the beads. That's
just fun.
That's a lifetime membership.
That's a lifetime.
We'll give you a login code.
Yeah.
We'll make it really easy.
We'll still send you pictures of our faces.
Absolutely.
Oh, face, B face,
B face, bead face.
Bow face.
Show me your best bead face on the way out.